Gordon will jump up to block the advance of his teammate Casey Kane. Gordon keeps the lead. Now the battle is on for the second spot.
Ryan Blaney continues to lead that inside lane. Casey Kane topside. Then it's Jimmy Johnson and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Paul Menard and Tony Stewart side by side from second on that.
And even further back in the pack, around in 12th, 13th position. They are breaking out 3 wide once again. Jamie leading that charge. Trevor Bain there as well, working the far outside line.
Trevor Bain slides up. He'll service the locomotive on it. The front end of about an 8-car, 3-wide draft. Trevor Bain changing it for race to keep standing out.
They start to make some ground now as Bain will creep forward more and more as everybody jockeys for position. 3 wide mid back, but it's single file up front with Jeff Gordon leading the way.
Jeff Gordon still all by himself in the front of the field. Ryan Blaney will clear the outside lane to take the second spot. Jimmy Johnson and Casey Kane, they're side by side for the third position. A little bit further back in. Races, they went back through the triangle and back to the start. Casey Kane to his inside is Ryan Blaney.
Kane trying to rally the troops in that second lane. Bain glued to the double yellow line at the bottom of the racetrack. He'll hold on a second. Kane is there for third. 3 wide behind, looking to crack the top 10.
Jeff Gordon now will change lanes on the outside. Casey Kane cuts out from behind him. Now Gordon's hung out as Blaney down to the inside of the racetrack. But it's Kane at the gun. He'll go to the point.
And Jeff Gordon has no help. Topside will fall from the top 5, maybe the top 10, as Casey Kane is the new race leader. Ryan Blaney, that is, leads the inside lane, side by side with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Jeff Gordon got shuffled out of the draft going off to the corner. Lucky for him, cars also running down.
Jeff Gordon rallying that car in that outside lane. 3 wide for Gordon. He's back in the 7th position. Outside line. In their second group now. Tony Stewart wants a piece of lead.
The ball up front. Casey Kane is on the inside down below. Tony Stewart loses Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s drafting help as Jr. jumps to the outside. Stewart goes to the outside and Stewart lost the lead.
And is nearly there in the outside lane. Bender out in front for Tony Stewart, but here comes Casey Kane muscling back to the bottom. Trevor Bain, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and then the 3 wide race that begins with Jeff Gordon leads it that third lane up against the outside wall. Here they come, racing back to the start finish line. Again, that's it. Tony Stewart wins the lead.
The third line is up to about the 5th or 6th position led by Jeff Gordon. But at the front, it's Tony Stewart on the outside. He wants the lead.
And he'll lose Dale Earnhardt Jr. as a drafting partner yet again as Jr. jumps to the outside. Here goes Tony. He'll jump up to block the advance. Down low, you got Casey Kane leading Ryan Blaney and Brett Keselowski stuck in the middle.
Brett Keselowski in that middle lane in a 3-wide battle with Austin Dillon and Paul Menard for about the 6th position. Further up at the front of the field, side by side once again. Here comes Smoke in the outside lane, looking for the top spot.
Here comes the pack back into the trial. We're seeing this 3-wide racing going on.
Particular track. But I'll tell you one thing, it's good to see Tony Stewart up front right now. He just took the lead, he's leading the pack, and it's a long time coming because Tony's been pretty rough all year long. We all know that. Man, it is good to see the 14 car finally up there getting it done.
Casey Kane was credited with leading that lap, last lap. Tony Stewart has led a grand total of 8 laps the entire year. Those 8 laps came at Martinsville. He's looking to lead here at the Talladega Superspeedway. He is out front right now as he breaks the field off turn number 4.
Back into the trial once again. Tony Stewart up there trying to hang on to the top spot. The men are ganging up all around him. There's a middle lane there.
And now here comes the crowd. Too much speed in Talladega. And that can be only one thing. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the middle lane to the outside of Tony Stewart for the lead.
And he's going to have to wrestle that lead away from Stewart because Smoke is not going to give it up very readily. Here they come now up the
himself in that second lane, several car lengths between himself and Brad Keselowski, is allowing Tony Stewart to continue to lead the event all by himself in the front of the field.
Big time fan favorites here at the Talladega Superspeedway, up front early in the GEICO 500. Tony Stewart.
Johnson in the mix. You can add Brad Keselowski to the list of contenders as well, as they're all right there in the top 5 or 6. But it's all Tony Stewart in the back.
Behind Stewart, you got Kane. Then you've got other cars that are stacking up in 2 and 3 wide formation. Tony is content to ride at the bottom. You got Kane behind him. To his outside, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the battle for second.
Ryan Blaney, next car back on the inside of the racetrack. He's in 4th, and then the 3 wide racing begins. Jimmy Johnson, Brad Keselowski, Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, Paul Menardi, and Casey Stewart. 3 wide in the field.
Debbie back in traffic, racing back to the